Milwaukee fastback. This is a legendary utility knife. Go look on eBay for it. I think it's like 50 bucks. The original Pops knife. And when I say that this is legendary, but this isn't, I get a lot of crap. This is not a legendary knife at all. When I snatch it up and I hold it in my hand, my natural finger placement puts it right there, and then it creates a problem with my fingers right here. And I used it for about 4 or 5 hours one day, and I started getting a blister there. And this was when these first came out. Pops, was it last Christmas? No, it was Christmas before.
Yeah.
It was 1 or 2 years ago. Maybe three. Anyway, 48-22-1500 and 49-22-1906. Now, if you take a good look, you might be able to start seeing why this is uncomfortable for me and why an old man might not want, I don't know, a knife with an uncomfortable bump compared to the one that's perfect for him added to it. In reality, that's an extra piece of plastic that shoves your fingers together, and it causes pain down the center of your hand. It can exacerbate issues like, what do you got, Pops? Carpal tunnel? Is that it?
I had it.
Yeah, you had the surgery, so, and his hand is still not the same, but the grip on this, you see how my fingers lay here? This is why it's a much more comfortable knife to hold. This is actually like holding an actual utility blade. Huh? Now, we're speaking strictly about opinion. Pops, let me see your knife. Pop's choice is the Klein Tools 44307. But if you compare the two, I guess it's also 44307 K12. But if you look, you see why Pops prefers the knife. It doesn't have an uncomfortable bump in the handle. Like my preferences, my opinions, I like that knife. Pops doesn't like the knife as much. He actually hates this little switch thing. He said he'd like it better if it was just a button. And I kind of agree with him. But look how my fingers fall on that. And there's room between them. It's comfortable. Much like this Harbor Freight Gordon knife, it is also terrible. But not because it doesn't have a bump. It's because it doesn't have a finger bump for your index finger. Now, does that mean when I was looking for a replacement for the Pops knife, I thought that this would be perfect? I thought it was the same thing. Because that's what Milwaukee wants you to think. They haven't changed the line, have they? But I happen to know that this knife and this knife, well, they're OEM'd by either different people or something now, because the potential for the legend to return is real. You see, there is a very slight difference between the two, but it is practically the same knife.